This.
Tonight we're on the western
Coyote
side
Pearson.
of Costa Rica. We've been given access to a protected stretch.
Tier 1 John
wilderness.
Laud in the prime
We had a
VIP.
big rainstorm that just moved through, and there's tons of moisture in the air. You can see all these leaves are absolutely soaking wet, which means that the animals are going to be moving about. We're going to head down this trail in this direction and spend.
I hope we found an actual baby dinosaur.
How many animals we can get in front of the camera?
He's a Tier 1 Rock and Roll Reaper in the resub randomize.
There he is, there he is.
In the resub infinite.
Oh, there's another one. Give me, buddy.
Holy shit!
Not exactly the easiest to hold on to. But if you thought you were afraid of the little earwigs that we have in the United States, look at that guy.
He doesn't look so strong.
That is about 1.5 inches in length. The name earwig makes you think that these
Thanks
things
for
would crawl
retro and the
inside of
resub
your
Alan.
ears. That's an old misnomer that people used to think these creatures would crawl inside of their heads and lay eggs. They absolutely will.
I don't even
not
understand
do
what you're
that.
saying, Zero.
There we go. Now we're able to get a pretty decent shot of it. It's got those bright orange legs and those orange spots on top of its thorax. And then you can see on the
It's
back
fucking
of the
gross,
abdomen
Coyote.
there,
Just kill it.
that's what makes the earwigs so creepy. Those big pinchers.
I don't like how he looks, so he should die.
Just like that. Jumped
Just
off my
smash
hand,
him.
back down into the leaf litter. All right, well, if we're looking for creepy creatures tonight, that earwig is definitely a good start. All right, let's give this log.
Thanks the Prime Kamikazmo. Are you gonna do Avengers stream for the Black Panther DLC?
Look at that.
They're actually releasing DLC for
Vinegaroon.
Avengers?
Wow.
What a waste of resources. No, of course not.
It's truly an alien-looking creature. Now, what's interesting about the vinegaroon is that this long, little tail-looking appendage right there, if they get really irritated,
Pretty
they
gross.
can direct 2 sprays of acetic acid that come out of the rear end of their abdomen. Now, these are not capable of biting, they are not capable of stinging, so while they may look absolutely terrifying, these are completely harmless.
Don't care, it
There's a
makes me
number of
feel
different whip
uncomfortable.
scorpions, the ones that don't have the big bulbous abdomen in these rainforests, but this is actually the first time I've come across a true vinegaroon.
Thanks to the resub Smitty Orange in the Tier 1 16 Knights.
More rain coming down now at this point. Wait, hold on a second, might have something here. Oh, might be a frog.
Oh, jackpot!
Oh, no, no, no.
That's a dinosaur!
A little one. Hold on a second, tuck back in there. Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Can we borrow you for just a second? Just gonna take you out here onto the main trail for a second, and then I'll put you right back here.
Oh, well, now he killed
you're gonna have
himself.
to go for
Good
it.
work.
Hold on, hold on.
You scared him into suicide, Coyote.
Mario, coming towards you. Let's see if we can get him to come right up this tree. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, okay, look at this. That is a helmeted iguana, also known as a cask-headed lizard. And they get
pretty
that
cool.
name because the males specifically, they have a really prominent crest up on top of their head. Can you see that right there? That is all
I do see
solid
it.
bone above the eyes and on the back of the skull. And when they get bigger, that becomes more and more
Thanks to the
pronounced.
gift sub eyes.
Makes them look like
and
little
cat-
mini Dilophosaurs
Kamikazmo.
from Jurassic Park. Now, this lizard species is
Pre-pizza
related to the
Steve.
basilisk, and
On
the
Monday,
design
Chainsaw.
is so incredibly similar. They have these really, really long back legs. You see how long and spindly they are? With those crazy long toes. They're excellent climbers. This is primarily an arboreal species, a wait-in-ambush sort of predator. What they will do is just
So a
hang
coward.
out on a tree branch and wait for something to come close.
This thing's a pussy.
Once it does,
No
they're
honor.
able to gobble it up. If I turn it just a little bit like that, you can see just how long the tail is. The tail is 2/3 the length of the body. And when they pick up full speed, the front limbs will actually come off the ground and they will run on 2 feet, which is one of the most unique things about these lizards. Now, they're not typically the kind of lizard that's going to flee.
Oh, it's
They usually
always
rely on
humid,
their
Scuba. That's the
camouflage
first
to
thing
keep
you'll
them
learn.
hidden. And they're capable of changing the chromatophores in their skin to become lighter
I
or
can't
darker
click links,
based on
Blockbuster.
temperature
That doesn't
and time
usually
of
sound
day.
like something we'd look
All
for.
right, I'm gonna place this
I'm sure you
little
did a
lizard
great job,
right
though.
back on the stem that it was sleeping on, and you can get a good night's sleep. Sound good? Thanks for hanging out with this little guy. All right, back to sleep.
Wow, look at these things.
Scorpion that caught an earwig. Try not to disturb
Thanks, Resub Pokemaster.
See that? That is probably a pretty potent scorpion too, because
I don't even know what I'm
it
looking
has
at.
very narrow pinchers and a very long, very sharp stinger. Looks like the same species of earwig we saw earlier, only that is now a very dead earwig.
It's probably the same guy that you let
Scorpion's
go.
caught his meal for the night. Very cool. Okay, so we've got a pretty enormous looking
Jesus
katydid
Christ.
creature back here on this leaf. I'm gonna try to catch it. Wow, that may be a mole katydid. Look at the length of the antenna.
Isn't that just a grasshopper?
That is crazy.
Or is that just what dumb people like me call them?
That is a truly alien looking creature. And the wings are very, very small, so I'm not thinking this is a katydid species that can actually fly. But those antennae are just going wild, like two big chemical sensing radar detectors.
Yeah, those are very long. Jesus Christ.
Hundreds
It's like
of
fishing
katydid
line.
species in the rainforests in Central and South America. And they come in many different shapes, sizes, and colors. Okay, there we go. Now we can really get a good look at the
Thanks to the
antenna.
prime birds and the resub
That
fallen.
is like 5 times the length of the insect's actual body. Well, we're looking for all
Can
kinds
you
of
imagine if
animals.
heaven
I
is real
certainly have come
and
across
every
a large
creature really
collection
goes to
of
heaven when it
predators.
dies?
I
Just
think
filled
this
with fucking gross things
strange
like this?
alien-looking katydid is
Because there'd be
one
significantly more
dinosaur.
insects than humans
All right,
up there.
Place it right back up here onto these leaves, and we'll see what else we can find. You got the snake. Oh, this little tiny guy. Hey, buddy. Not a dangerous snake, but they have a tendency to musk. So I have a feeling if I pick it up, this is about to get stinky.
Thanks to Tier 1 Jin and the resub
Tiny.
Spinoraptor.
Teeny tiny. Look at that.
Oh,
Yeah,
he can
definitely
fly.
musking. That is one stinky little snake right there.
What is?
I'm gonna let you curl up.
What's he doing?
As soon as they curl up,
Musking?
they usually get really comfortable and then feel a little bit more secure.
So this thing's defense
They're called
mechanism is
cat-eyed
to shit
snakes
itself?
because they have these big, large.
So we're not so
eyes
different
and
after all.
Incredible eyesight at night, and as an ambush predator, this snake really just needs to lay out on a leaf like it was doing right there. It may have been drinking up some water and may have been waiting for a small frog to get close.
Thanks to
See
Prime.
that? It's
Imrally.
able to completely balance its body out like that, and they can stay extended
maybe
out like
came in.
this in ambush pose, ready to strike for a considerable amount of
I
time.
know what that is, Zero.
And you can see that prehensile tail going to work right there on my fingers, wrapped around, almost as if my finger was a tree branch, which is able to keep the snake
Thanks, Risa
completely
Pyrolad.
extended out just like that. Now this is a very mildly venomous snake. They have rear fangs, and even if it was capable of biting me, that venom would have no effect. But to the prey items that it's after, it's very toxic. So far we've mostly seen creepy creatures, but I'd say this snake is exceptionally cute.
Yeah, it's a bit
I'm gonna place
kawaii.
it right back up on its leaf, and it's going to continue on with its night of hunting.
Whoa, look at that thing.
Check
It's
that
a
out.
banana.
That little amphibian is a web-footed salamander.
Wha-
And
is- Whoa, look at that thing.
Check
It's
that
a
out.
banana.
That little amphibian is a web-footed salamander.
Wha-
And they're
Is
called
that even
web-footed
real?
Salamanders because their
Did you make that out of
toes are
clay?
completely encapsulated in skin. It almost looks as if this little guy is wearing oven mitts. Now this is an arboreal species, which means of course that it's found up
Thanks,
in
Reese of
trees.
Wildebeest.
And that long tail is prehensile. As they're moving from branch to branch or hanging on to the edges of leaves, they can wrap that tail around to keep
No worries,
themselves in
Blockbuster. Well, thank
position.
you.
They've got incredible eyesight, especially at night. This is a nocturnal species, and what it's doing right now inside of this leaf is just sitting there waiting for a prey.
Yeah, that thing hasn't moved at all.
What you can't see is there's actually a little.
Are we
tiny
sure it's not
katydid
made out of
right
clay
backside
and
of
glued to this leaf?
All that it's going to take is that katydid coming around on this side, walking down into the leaf, and that salamander is going to gobble it up. Now this is a lungless salamander species, which means they pretty much absorb
Thanks to the resub,
all their
Charlie.
oxygen from the air naturally. When it comes to
And the
size,
resub
this
capping.
is pretty much full grown. And the older they get, the darker in coloration they become. When they're juveniles, they're actually a real light tan color. But you can see all the marbled spectrum
True
that's
Tory.
running up and down the length of the body. A little bit more adorable than the creepy creature.
That's horrible,
we've come across so
Naruto.
far. All right, well, we're gonna leave this guy to continue hunting and see what else we can find. okay.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, Gothic.
Dilophosaurus-looking friend is back up on its perch. He seems about as happy as can be.
Was that the
We came
dinosaur?
across a wide variety of creatures tonight. Most of them creepy,
Weird
some of them
title.
cute, but for me, nothing was cooler than the helmeted iguana. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure.
And if you're a huge
Nice. Well, definitely wasn't a baby dinosaur at all. Maybe the tier 1 Joe Joshua and the tier 1 when all else fails.